October 20th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom Number 4. Hello everyone, welcome to the Ahdurin region. I am your host, Ahdurin himself, and welcome back to the Ace Attorney series. We are back, final day of the trial, but of course, if you have no idea what's going on, that's perfectly fine. There is a playlist in the description below where you can check out the entire series so far. While you're down there, leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that YouTubery stuff that I really appreciate. It really helps grow the channel and send this channel out to more people, get more people interested in the series that are on the channel, and help support me. So I would really appreciate it if you liked, comment, subscribed, and do all those sort of things. With that said, we might as well just dive in, because it is court day. It's 10 a.m. It's time to do the courtly things.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
Edgeworth. Okay, cool. This is the first time I'm doing Edgeworth in this recording session, which means I have to get my Seto Kaiba on, so... Ahem.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Today will be the final day of the trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. It claims that the scene of the crime was, in fact, Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in Studio 2's trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will be clear. Very well.
Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. Seems much more formal than normal, I suppose.
You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecution, I don't know where that voice was going.
The prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to the stand. Miss D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in Studio 2's trailer that day.
I keep saying Studio 2's trailer instead of the Studio 2 trailer.
Will the witness state her name and occupation?
D. Vasquez. I am a producer for Global Studios.
On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2?
As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I am not here.
Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder.
Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay.
Right, yep. Will do. How do I do that again? I mean, yes. If she's guilty, I will catch her with her pants down. So to speak, not actually. But, yeah, you get the gist. Anyway, let's go. Witness, the day of the testimony... Oh boy, I have to do this entire thing in a Russian accent that I've been struggling with. But, let's figure it out.
I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all.
So they're Russian or German at this point. I apologize for both.
I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you?
The van.
There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk, what with that monkey's head toppling over.
Okay, so we took the van. Gotcha.
I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it.
Okay, let's go. You know how we do this if you haven't caught up to the series. First of all, if you haven't caught up to the series, I would recommend doing that because this won't make any sense. But if for some reason you're checking this out of the blue, hi. And we like to press on all of these because I like to 100% the games. And by 100%, I mean just find all of the dialogue. So, let's go. By yourself?
Yes.
And you didn't stop at the employee area?
Nope.
Are you always this terse?
Yes.
Oh dear. Meeting began at 12, it ended at 4. Did no one leave during the meeting?
No one.
Come on, let's talk a bit more about that.
Objection!
The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony.
The same could be said to you, Mr. Ridgeworth.
And please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears.
There was to be a rehearsal afterwards. Dang, she is coming at both sides, and I don't like it, because I'm appreciating Edgeworth more and more, but here we go. And when exactly was that?
I've forgotten.
What? Maybe you could try remembering, that? No.
The meeting ended at 4 and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times.
You would think, come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. Please. So TC, it's Sal take you.
Hold on.
You had Sal take you? What does that mean?
It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the studio to them.
Oh, right, yeah. 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting.
And what were you doing during that time? Huh? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops.
It was a 15-minute break. And I ate T-bone steaks on the table. Oh my gosh. I like to do the dialogue things for things like that. Do you have someone who can verify this?
Sad.
No, I mean someone else.
One person is enough.
If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proves she didn't eat that steak...
Well, Nick, find anything?
Kinda wish she said a little more.
It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said, somewhere.
Oh, is that the last one? I thought there was one more statement. Oh, there was the we found Hammer's body one. Yeah, but I guess that one's not allowed or something. Okay. Alright, so how do we prove that they didn't? Oh, wait a minute. I think oh, darn it. The last statement, I believe. There. In this one, I think we can prove because she didn't eat the steak. Right? I can show this. Because there weren't any plates there, were there?
Objection!
Huh, as I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak, but I say you did not.
What's this now, Mr. Wright?
Look at this.
It's a plate.
This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind.
Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak?
Exactly my point, Edgeworth. I'm glad to see we're on the same side here. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside of the trailer. You can see it in the picture here that I'm magically making appear out of my head. Yet there were no bones left on the plate. The plates were bare. Yeah. Miss Vasquez, tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You ate the bone too. Pew. You ate a boneless steak. I'm a vegetarian. I don't actually know if like a lifelong vegetarian, so I don't know if there's a thing as boneless steak. I know there's like boneless chicken and other things like that, but unsure about that. Anyway, you didn't eat the steak. That's the correct answer because that's the one that makes sense. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator.
I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break?
Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Uh, meeting the Steel Samurai, yeah. Picking on salmonella, you do that all the time.
She was meeting with the Steel Samurai.
Order! Are you saying?
Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands.
Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous?
Objection!
What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright?
Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yep. Fascinating. And yet I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Alright. Any day, Vasquez. I got brain cells that you couldn't dream about.
Good luck, Nick. I hope you do well in the Einstein Challenge or whatever this is.
Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the steel spear. The steel spear, the samurai spear. Yeah. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? Wait, hold up. The spear, wasn't it broken? It was broken, so how are you going to use a spear as a weapon? Aha. Yeah, you couldn't. Could you? I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. You see? Yeah. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning, the samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? People out here like, what?
What is the meaning of this? Have you lost your natural mind? Why am I speaking like this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body.
I don't know why my voice inflection was going up and down with that. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. Just show them the spear? I don't know.
Take that!
Yeah, there we go. I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. Ooh, I almost timed that right. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that the spear broke during the morning action scene run-through? But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who's wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Someone want to tell me that?
Order! Order!
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're...
Silence. I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying?
If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer?
I can't tell you. That would be a terrible thing to say. Yeah, we learned about it the other episode. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? Bro, oh, okay. No, this is...
I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then.
Is it this one? No, it's a guide map. I need the photo from the other day. Yep, I think this is it. Look at this photo. Oh, the music is still going. That's not a good sign.
What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs.
I hope this is good. I think we're good. Because usually the music doesn't show when you're presenting evidence, but I guess this is an exception.
Order! Order! If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about?
This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very... I was about to say photograph. This is a photo of that very accident. Now, the word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios.
Please, what does this have to do with the current case?
Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest?
What? Are you saying?
Yep. What happened 5 years ago? Has happened again. What? What?
Mr. Wright, continue, go.
Alright, let's go. Let me set the scene for you. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then, she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say.
In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. Are you serious, Mr. Wright? 5 years ago?
Precisely. Ironic, isn't it?
Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing stuff.
You deny that what I said is true?
Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body?
Well,
The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time.
Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body?
she had another way, right? The van? What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands? For instance? Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body.
Interesting. Let's hear it then. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body.
The van. There was a van. You literally said you used the van. Miss Vasquez?
You carry the body to Studio 1, and you use the studio van to do it.
Recall your testimony.
There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me.
Yeah, you guys heard this earlier.
Use the van to carry the body to Studio 1.
Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body in the magistrate costume.
Objection!
Hold on, Wright. Don't forget it was Sal Manila that drove that van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manila was a conspirator?
Yeah. Of course. Sal Manila has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that all alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? I sound very bored because, honestly, I thought you would be more of a challenge.
No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright.
That doesn't apply here. If you guys get that reference, okay. Anyway,
I lose. You win. It was fun.
I win? What just happened? So what happens does somebody know what happens next? What happens next? Don't me. Don't you have anything to say?
What would you like me to say?
Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean D. Vasquez, so it was you? You killed Jack Hammer? I am so confused all of a sudden. Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits, and the result of that battle? You proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? You've gotta be joking. Order! Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts?
No further comment. Of course, it's as the witness says. Yeah. Certainly it does seem very likely that she did it, but there's no proof.
Edgeworth isn't sure. There's a chance.
Well,
I came here as a witness today. If you have no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? I will definitely not say you're done. I don't know, testify again? I'd like you to testify again.
testify again?
Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all that needs to be said. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn! To come so far only to fail?
As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez.
Objection!
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth?
I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor, but I didn't.
I see. Very well.
Objection!
There we go, yes. Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes.
Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly do you want her to testify about?
Yes, indeed, verily, I'd say ergo. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. Yes, there we go.
After they found the body. Very, very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter.
Nick, why did Edgeworth?
Who knows? You probably realized she did it too.
But wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that.
Edgeworth? Witness testimony after finding the body. Unfortunately, I will leave it here. We're going to wrap this episode up here. Thank you very much for watching what has been a longer episode now that I think about it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that you have enjoyed the episode, and stay tuned because we're going to figure out if we can actually pin D. Vasquez down for the crime that she very much did. So, thank you very much for watching and supporting the Ahdurin region in any way, shape, or form that you do. I think I didn't say that last episode, so thank you very much for watching and supporting the Ahdurin region in any way, shape, or form that you do. And until next time, everyone, take care.
Phoenix, I play Blue Eyes White Dragon.